was like, oh, this is
The woman's here and she's here to get you.
And it's so different. It's amazing. So,
Thank
firstly,
you.
thank you so much for coming here. And it's fantastic. That picture is amazing. That's amazing. That's
Thank you.
How does it feel to be on the cover of Society?
Firstly, hi everyone. Thank you, Mr. Hira, Society, Suchitra, and all of you for having me on the cover of the November issue of Society. You know, I just realized standing here today that our first film magazine came from Magna. And I remember as a child, I was not allowed to read The Stardust. And growing up, I was not.
You're reminding everybody how old I am.
No, but I remember I used to try, and when I went with my mom to the beauty parlor or something like that, she would be getting her stuff done, and I would strictly go through pictures of, and all the magazines that are part of the Magna family, you know, it's just amazing. No wonder you did a magazine, a cover launch the way you did with that music and the so much fanfare around it. It's absolutely lovely. How are you?
I'm good. I really want you to elaborate on this line. Complicated people are more interesting.
You know, I do. I think each of us is complicated. Some of us are obviously so, and some of us aren't. And Mr. Hira is laughing. So I think, especially as an actor, I think you begin to understand people better because you get a crash course in, you know, just in human beings, in human behavior. So I think I'm constantly looking at people and trying to figure out, you know, what makes them who they are, what's going on in their head. I want to know their story. And I've realized that the more complicated the person is, the more interested I am in figuring the person out. So I think that's what I meant. That's what I'm saying now. When I read it, I'll know. We had a really long conversation. It was supposed to be like a 20-minute or something, but we just kept chatting. So I don't know. I just remember I enjoyed the chat.
No, I think you should just read it.
Yeah. I'm excited to read this after this line, and I really love your picture.
Thank you.
Yeah. Next question.
I'm seeing a lot of people who I haven't seen in a long time. Chaitanya, hi.
Yeah.
So, hi Vidya.
Hi.
Yeah, so what are your opinions regarding the recent government's decision regarding the demonetization of 500 and 1,000 rupee notes?
You know.
How do you think it will impact the box office as such, because you have your release?
No, I'm hoping that in 3 weeks everything settles down, that people have enough, you know, 100 rupee notes, 2,000 rupee notes. There's no problem. Otherwise, there's always plastic money, the cards, and you know, we've all been making jokes about this because I think we were all taken by surprise. But I'm sure it's well thought of, and I don't understand economics at all. But I've been told that it's a great decision. So yeah. So I don't understand how it works, how money works at all. But Mr. Hira is also saying it's great. So
Yeah.
and he's made so much money in his life. So
I have to borrow 700 rupees from my driver.
I borrowed 100 the other day when I was passing through the ceiling for toll.
Yeah.
I don't fear it. I think I abhor it. I can't bear anything that's stereotypical. Yeah, and
But
it bores me. Routine bores me.
has your perception about Bollywood changed over the years now? Since it's been...
Yeah, I think previously I just didn't know. And then I began to, you know, know this world a little better with every passing day. You know, that there were people who you looked up to and thought they were really up there in the sky, and then suddenly they're at arm's length and they're accessible to you, and it's just amazing. And fame teaches you so much. So, but I think my perception is pretty much. I think it's evolved. I won't say it's changed.
Okay, Chaitanya.
विद्या फिल्म स्टार बनना सबसे बड़ा बदलाव है आपकी जिंदगी का. उसके अलावा अगर पूरी लाइफ को देखा जाए तो कौन सा सबसे बड़ा बदलाव आपकी जिंदगी में आया अगर फिल्म स्टार बनने के अलावा पूछा जाए?
फिल्म स्टार बनने के अलावा I think शादी और लोग पूछते रहते हैं कि क्या बदला है, और मैं कहती हूँ कि मुझे नहीं पता क्या बदला है, पर कहीं ना कहीं कुछ बदलता है. एंड आई थिंक पहले तो लगता ही नहीं था कि मैं कभी शादी करूँगी. मैंने कभी ये सपने नहीं देखे थे. फिर मैं सिद्धार्थ से मिली और ये धारणा मेरी बदल गई. पर और मुझे पता ही नहीं था कि मैंने ऑफ कोर्स बहुत सक्सेसफुल शादियां देखी थी अपने इर्द गिर्द, फिर भी कभी मैं कैसे एक शादी में रहूँगी वो मुझे कभी मैं इमेजिन नहीं कर पाई थी. पर अभी एक्सपीरियंस है और आई थिंक आई एम फेयरिंग डिसेंटली. एंड आई थिंक दैट्स अ ह्यूज चेंज समवेयर. आई डोंट थिंक वी रियलाइज that so much changes at some point. That transition from being one person to becoming one unit, from being two people to becoming one unit is quite interesting.
Yeah, Vidya, can you share with us Durga Rani Singh, आपका जो character है, what did you find fascinating when Sujoy approached?
That she's complicated. She's not what I thought she was at face value, and that's what excited me most about her. She's someone who almost seems invisible, or would rather want to be invisible. She doesn't want to interact with the world. She lives in her own world. हालांकि उसको पता है कि दुनिया में क्या चल रहा है, पर she's sharp and she's smart and all that, but she's just in a world of her own. And then a certain situation in her life challenges her to break out of her shell, and how she does, and it's so I would have never thought that a person like that could evolve into being the person that I've become in the film. So that for me, that complication was very interesting.
Hi Vidya.
Hi.
आपको क्या लगता है कि सिनेमा जिस दौर पर आ खड़ा हुआ है कि हर मुद्दा बड़ा बन जाता है, क्या लोग इतने सेंसिटिव हो गए कि हर चीज को पर्सनली ले लेते हैं?
आई थिंक दोनों बातें हैं कि सिनेमा नहीं कहूँगी मैं, शायद मीडिया, क्योंकि इतनी सारी मीडिया है तो हर छोटी बात को हमारे सामने मीडिया ले आती है. उसके वजह से हम कोई भी बात छुपा नहीं पाते, और फिर therefore क्योंकि हर जगह यही बात हो रही होती है तो हर बात बड़ी लगने लगती है. तो दोनों ठीक है, but I think it's media, it's not so much cinema.
How do you in the future want to do international TV shows also? Or
I'd love to do some TV series. I believe.
what is like a role that you would have loved to do? Like
Anything in a Woody Allen film.
Oh.
But I've also loved Narcos, Mad Men, and The Affair, and so many TV series. I'd love to do some such.
How much
That one
time do you spend watching these TV series and all? How much time do you manage to get?
I actually this year I've not had too much time, but otherwise I managed to get enough time to. I also sit up, and watch it. वो एक obsession हो जाता है कहानी में आगे क्या
That's
होता है
true.
जानने के लिए.
It's an addiction.
Yeah, then you cancel appointments, you cancel meetings. अच्छा suddenly मुझे सिर, oh God, my manager is here. अब अगली बार जब मैं कहूँगी कि मेरे सिर में दर्द है, she won't believe me.
Nobody will
कोई
believe
हिंदी
you.
सीरियल आप देख
नहीं, कोई हिंदी सीरियल नहीं देखती. बिकॉज क्या नहीं होता, ये है कि जो टीवी सीरीज है मैं अपने टाइम पे नेटफ्लिक्स पे या डीवीडी पे देख लेती हूँ, पर हिंदी सीरियल देख नहीं पाती.
So the moral of the story is you're a classic binge watcher. That's
Yeah,
what you do.
I am absolutely.
All right, with that I think we'll come to the end of this. Thank you so
No,
much.
no, you can't end it so fast. Give them a couple of questions.
You want to?
Yeah, please.
Vidya ma'am, you just said that routine was you up. So, in the recent days, what any adventurous thing that you have done?
I'm doing 20 interviews a day where I'm being asked the same questions, and I'm thinking of different ways to say the same thing. So I think that for me, after a while I begin to enjoy that madness, because otherwise you can, you have to sound enthusiastic in every interview, and unless you make it exciting for yourself, people are also not going to like to watch it, right? So I'm constantly thinking, अच्छा ये शब्द तो पहले इंटरव्यू में यूज़ कर लिया, अभी कैरेक्टर को और अलग किस तरह से मैं डिस्क्राइब कर सकती हूँ. That's the only only adventurous thing at the moment. Hi.
You have been working with many of the co-stars. तो अब तक आपसे सबसे complicated co-star कौन सा है?
Complicated यार वैसे भी मैं बहुत कम मेल एक्टर्स के साथ काम करती हूँ. अब तो ये अब बहुत फसाद हो गया अब. पर complicated
was tough to understand or something.
Let's call it
I think I will say this, that Sanjay Dutt is the easiest person to understand and therefore he endears himself to you. आपको नींद आ रही है ना? मैं बोर कर रही हूँ आपको. He was like this. He was like this. He tried to look like he's not sleeping. पकड़ लिया. कोई बात नहीं. मेरे साथ भी होता है. नहीं मेरे साथ तो कभी-कभी नरेशन के वक्त. Okay, let it be.
All are standing in the queues now. 500,000.
Yeah.
That's why they're tired.
Outside every bank.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sorry.
there in the corner.
I'm sorry, I answered your question, no? Sanjay Dutt is the easiest to understand. He's far from complicated. Huh?
Yes.
You mentioned that you value yourself more after marriage. So could you please elaborate on that?
You know what? I think that when you're single, you can do what you want to. When you come back home, your space, is your own. You retreat into your shell. But when you're living with someone, so it's not necessarily marriage. I think maybe it could be in a live-in relationship also. When you have to share that me time with someone else, you begin to value it that much more. You begin to value what you want, because it's just, you begin to value yourself more, I think, in a relationship that's maybe healthy is a word, I don't know.
So are you like a very strict wife?
Oh no, not at all, my God. Why would I be strict? He's not a child. I've never understood when people say my wife is strict. I'm like, but you've not married your parent, that you're using the word strict for your wife.
True. I think with this, we'll come to the end. Thank you so much. Thank you.
One last question.
One last one. Yes.
If you get
She's got a lovely smile, you have to give it to her.
if you're being casted for a biopic made on a Bollywood actress, which actress would that be?
I think Meena Kumari. I've been offered it in the past, but I couldn't do it at that time. It was immediately after the Dirty Picture. But I'd love to. Maybe.
Yeah, also mentioned Indira Gandhi.
There's actually, I wish that happens someday, but the only thing is we need the correct permission so that we not just make the film, but it also gets released. So waiting on that. And MS Subbulakshmi. I'd love to play her.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
so
all
much.
very much. Please watch Kahani 2 on the 2nd of December.